All right. YouTube, what it do, what it do. So, this is Supreme Insight here with Michael Mann. Make sure you go down to the Facebook down there and follow the Reflections Fitness page. And before we're gonna get started with today's lesson, all right, I gotta handle a few things. But before we get started, this is what we're gonna get on today, and then I'm gonna get a couple links sent out to some people. I won't take too much time up. I gotta get some links put out though. So today's points, and I actually had to write this stuff down because like I was talking over with my wife, and I tend to ramble a lot. So anyways, listen to them up in there giggling and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go over some. I actually had to write down my talking points because here I am again. I like to ramble. So to keep myself from rambling, we're gonna go over some talking points. So first off, we're gonna go over my workout for the day, or me and wifey's workout for the day, and then we're gonna break down. We're gonna do a breakdown of the three energy systems and what they mean. And then there's some other stuff that we're gonna break down in between all that as well. So before we get started on all of that, um, let me handle this. I hope everyone has had a wonderful day so far. If you're not, hey, just continue to push through. It's gonna get better. All right. So besides that, let me and sorry about all the background noise. My boys just got out of school and stuff. Hold on real quick. Dude, dude, dude. Kind of quiet it down a little bit, alright? This is me if you yell. Alright, so I'm going to make you get off the game then. I understand, but I just simply asked you, could I come? Could he be quiet, right? Quiet it down just a little. That's what I said. And you will see, they be wanting to bring out the big bad wolf, huh? Anyways, so let's get started. Just trying to tell my baby boy to calm down a little bit. He feel like he got to jump on the game and get all loud. I mean, I do it too. So I can't really talk. But anyways, I just want to make sure y'all get this message without, you know, hearing too much background noise. I like to, you know, I care about that, you know. I care about that because I don't want y'all listening to me, and then there's bunch of, but I can't help the fact that I do have kids though, so it is what it is. Anyways, man, let me get these links posted. On over. Alright, so let me get this posted, and then we're gonna go right into what we need to get into. Alright, cool. So this is what we getting into. I got this posted. I'm gonna get one more thing posted. Two more things posted, excuse me. I ain't gonna be too much longer. I'm gonna get my boy in here to peep it. Cause one of my peers, man, he does kind of the similar thing that I do. He definitely is a content creator, man. There's some things I'm gonna get put in on the. I'm gonna get some things put up on my screen here too. So there's a lot I gotta get done, and we gonna get it done. We gonna get it done. For sure, for sure. Alright, so hold on, let me. Ooh, let me cut that down, man. It's loud. I don't want my shit to get flagged. They already took one of my videos down, and I be slipping. Why did they put that video up there anyway? It don't matter. I'll use this one. Okay, so let's go in and get that. Alright. All right, so check it out, man. I'm about to get this. I'm about to get this rolling. Let me get my YouTube put in on here, cause I try to make sure I'm getting these links put out so I can get the right people in the room to view it, and check it out. Just trying to make sure I have some, like I said, some of the right people that I want to have in here. Let me see, man. Alright, okay. Alright, and then I'm going to put some hashtags. You can't forget about the hashtags, man. Can't forget about the hashtags, man. This is me up in here. Can't forget about the hashtags, man. Ain't that right, baby? Can't forget about the hashtags. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Yo, what's this on my screen, man? Huh? Yeah, I know. Alright, so anyways, so first I want to start by saying, now I'm going to put, this is what I'm going to put. Alright, so I'm going to start by saying, man, peace to all the gods and goddesses out there, man. Today on Supreme Insight, we're going to be going over the breakdown of the three energy systems and what they mean. But before I go into that, I'm going to also get into my workout for today as well, too. I do have some of these notes. I will say I do have some of these notes written down for my... let me get my... I got to get one more thing booted up and we're going to be good. So, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. My content has changed a lot. I'm going to get into a few things before I get started with what I really, really, really want to talk about. But first off, as I'm doing that, I'm going to try to multitask and do this as well. I don't want to do... Dang, I didn't want to do that. All right, so I wonder if I add a... Hold on, let me see something. Because I wonder, is it going to take... I hope it don't take my other one off. Will it? No, I don't think it will. It did. That's lame, bro. Okay, so I know how I'm going to do... Well, I know what I'm going to do. Alright, so we're going to do it like this. Fitness. Reflections, fitness, and then I'm going to put 3 energy. 3 energy systems. 3 energy systems. Okay, so I want to see how that's going to be. I'll take that other one out. Okay, so let me do... Okay, so let me delete that one. Because this is part of the process here. I still need to get better with my Streamlabs. So I'm going to set it... I'm going to set it right here. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to set it here. And this is the way my title screen. I want to have this set up for next time. I'm still just working my way around through everything. But all right. So what was I going to get started on? Okay, so man, I had a long conversation to my sister with my sister. Man, shout out to her, man. Shout out to Authentic. You can go and you can follow her on social media. Pretty much on any platform, Instagram, Facebook. She specializes in locks. My sister's a true artist. So man, if you need makeup done, hair done, man, she delves into all that, okay? But I had a long conversation with her today and it was good. For real, for real. You know, I really feel like it's good to, man, keep people in your corner, man, that you know that really loves and cares for you and you know supports you through and through. You gotta really keep them people close. All right, so that's my main focus there. That was my main focus as far as earlier. That's the reason why I'm late for my stream today. I was gonna get on earlier, but I was rapping with her, and man, it was a good conversation. And you know, yeah, shout out to you, sis. And anyways, man, so um, to get on to my workout today. So wifey and I, we did back, biceps. I always end with a little bit of cardio. Sometimes I throw abs in the mix. So we did back and biceps today. I ended up warming up for, yeah, I normally call my first workout my warm up. Um, and it's normally gonna consist of a compound movement. So today I'm focused on a different variation of deadlifts, which is the sumo squat. I mean not sumo squat. Excuse me, sumo deadlift. Sumo deadlift. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. Sumo squat. Anyway, sumo deadlift, and um, I want to mix in those different variations to make sure I'm targeting those different muscle groups, but I'm still kind of generally different, dealing with the same lift. So, like 1 week, I'll swap it up and I'll do trap bar. Next week, I'll swap it up and I'll do conventional and so on and so forth. So today, I ended up doing sumo, and that was good, man. And I got my workouts written down, so I'm going to just go down the list here of what I worked on. So back and biceps, we ended up doing sumo deadlifts. Then I moved into overhand, just, yeah, overhand barbell row. Normally I do it underhand, but today I swapped that up and did underhand, and I supersetted that with some barbell curls. Then I got into some reverse dumbbell flies along with spider curls with a barbell. Then I got into, I didn't get to do the reverse grip lat pull down, but I ended up doing just some lat rows. I supersetted that with reverse curls, and then moved into straight arm pull downs, and I supersetted that with just regular machine curls, and then I got into the Stairmaster for 15 minutes after that. So normally that's how my workout will go. Of course, this is subject to change, but this is just what I do for now as far as my workout goes on my back day. So tomorrow I'll have chest and shoulders, and normally my chest and shoulders will be done on Thursday. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Let me see what's going on in here. Got a little kiddo crying. What's the problem, dude? Come on. So let's go back into your room. I told you Daddy was working. Come on, Daddy's working. Get on back into your TV. Stop crying. All right, man. You know what? You gotta love kids, man. You really do. Cause man, let me tell you what, it it ain't nothing but a test, man. It's a test, man. It's a test for you, and honestly, that's what keeps me on my toes, man. Um, you know, I've been dealing with my 6-year old, man. Loves video games, man. Just loves them to death. Like this, for real. It's so serious with him, man. It's serious. It's serious. And so, anyways, man, this man is literally back there crying about Fortnite right now. So we're gonna get into. Hold on, give me one moment. I hate to interrupt again. All right, so I'm back, and all right, let's get back to work, man. Let's get back to work. All right, I just didn't really want him on crime on camera doing all that crime, man. It just doesn't make no sense, especially of a video game. I get it though, that's how kids are, man. They just gotta grow up. They gotta learn. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. I already got some stuff already set up for us. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that, and then we're gonna move on to what we need to move on to after that. Pull my stuff back up. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is what we're gonna do, man. Let me go over to I got it over here. So I ended up pulling this from the now I have this information as well too. I have it written down in my notes, and I also have it as far as my my guide and everything, my manual goes as far as my certification. But I'm honestly not gonna pull that information up. I'm not gonna pull that information up because that information is more for just me, but we have it here too. All right. So, because I ain't gonna lie to you, man, I spent a good amount of money on that certification, and that information is gonna stay with my eyes only. I don't mind helping people out, but I'm just saying. All right, and it ain't the fact. That ain't the fact of the matter. The money. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I'm at with that. All right, so let's get into the three energy systems. Okay. So first, we're gonna start off with anaerobic, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start from the beginning. But the first one we're gonna start off, of course, with is number one, anaerobic lactic, ATP, CP energy system, high intensity, short duration / burst. Okay, so this is the Sports Science Report Training Energy Systems. This was from March 28th, 2019. Now, one thing I can tell you about the health industry or the wellness industry, fitness industry, whatever, it's information is always subject to change. So what information was presented yesterday won't probably be the same information that's going to be presented tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So that I can tell you. This information, it's always new theories and all kinds of stuff going on around sports science. All right? So different sports situations have different energy demands. In some situations, energy must be supplied very quickly for the muscles to produce high intensity results. In other words, energy does not have to be provided at as high of a rate, but must be supplied over a longer period of time. All right? So that just goes to show you there that not all workouts or the way you exercise is going to be the same. And most of these energy systems, let me see. And they do. Energy must be supplied very quickly to muscles. And the reason being is because some of these same energy systems, they also help with contraction and so on and so forth, as I read in my previous stream yesterday. And we read up on this information, but we're just going to break it down a little deeper on what this information is and what it actually means. Let's see, energy does not have to be provided at as high of a rate. It doesn't. Yeah. So it really just all depends. Really, what that says for me is that says that we all train differently. Most people are gonna expend more energy because of the way that they work out faster than this person that's working out. Their energy is gonna be sustained over a longer period of time. So we're gonna break that down. We're gonna start with number one. We're gonna start with the anaerobic lactic ATP CP energy systems, high intensity, short duration / burst. Athletes who compete in sports that require high amounts of short duration, intensity, and acceleration will access this energy system. The system does not use oxygen, but rather your body's CP, creatine phosphate. So we got that. There we go. We got that CP, that creatine phosphate. We'll break that down. Let me write that down right there. All right, because that's something that we can go over. Also, we can go over anaerobic as well, too. So let me write this down real quick. We got creatine. Let me write that down. Creatine phosphate. Because like I said, with my stream yesterday, we can work on all this information together. Because I have an exam coming up on this. So this is what I do. This is what I do all day, every day. But let's see, creatine phosphate, and then we got anaerobic. So we're gonna write these down for right now. All right, anaerobic. So anaerobic. All right, so here we go, man. So let's see what we want to start off with. So we won't go on to the next one. We're gonna go ahead and let's get another browser pulled up, and we'll get in wait a minute. Creatine phosphate. Now, as I read earlier from the info we read yesterday, now we know depending on what workouts or what exercise you are doing, we now know that all of these energy systems don't work at the same time. Some of them do, some of them probably don't. It just depends on the type of exercise that you're doing. Okay, so let's break down creatine phosphate. Creatine phosphate is the main high energy phosphate storage molecule of muscle. In rested muscle, creatine phosphate is the predominant form. All right? Its maximal concentration is 5 times higher than that of ATP during times of acute energy need. Okay, so that's interesting there because, we honestly know what creatine can do for the body. Let's go to our overview on this, okay? So creatine phosphate is the main high energy. So let's take it back to the sports science, okay? So the system does not use oxygen, but rather your body's creatine phosphate. So, all right, let's go back. Okay, so uses creatine phosphate for the ultra rapid. Man, let me see. Phosphorylation of ADP to ATP to ATP. Okay. So spermatozoa and photoreceptor cells. Okay. So this is a lot of information. I'm definitely going to be breaking down more, but we get the general idea of what creatine phosphate does. What now? When you get into all this stuff like amino acids and nitrogen compounds, you're really just delving into you. You're delving into, of course, these systems even more. But man, this is stuff that honestly, the how am I trying to say it? With this information here, this is something that you won't find as far as, at least if you're going for the wellness portion, uh, to be certified in the personal training. This particular information, it doesn't break it down that far, but it gets pretty in depth. So that's pretty cool right there. Matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bookmark it. We're gonna bookmark it. We're gonna bookmark it and be done. All right. So we bookmark that. So athletes who compete in sports that require high amounts of short duration intensity and acceleration will access this energy system. The system does not use oxygen, but rather your body's creatine phosphate stores to create energy for a short duration. Okay, shot putters, weightlifters, football players, gymnasts, sprint distance runners, or any athlete that utilize explosive movements will utilize this energy system. Training this system through strength and power increases prolong. I mean, oh, excuse me. Training this system through strength and power exercises prolongs the ability to maintain a higher intensity, and that very well is true because that's mainly a lot of how I train. I train with high. Most of the time, it's high intensity workouts. To even break it down even further, give me one moment. Let me grab my other. Where's my other notebook at? Let me grab my backpack. Let me go grab some. I'm gonna grab some water too, but I'm gonna grab my backpack. Let me set that there. I'm gonna really break this down, man. I'm gonna really break this down a little bit. I'm gonna really break this down a little bit. I got my other notebook. I got several notebooks for this, y'all. I got several notebooks for this. So I'm gonna actually tap into a little bit of the information. All right. So this is gonna be a little bit different information. I'm all over the place, but we mainly stuck on this. But I'm just giving y'all a little bit of extra information. So to give you a basic idea of somebody else is in there crying. If you're crying, go to your room. Alright. So give me one moment here. And I'm gonna get into, let me see real quick. Because I got so many notes, so just bear with me one moment. And I'm going to get to my notes that I need to get to. Okay, so front leg. Okay, pedal stroke. Alright, let me see here. Alright. Alright, so just give me one moment here. And I'm going to get this information pulled up. Okay, so gotcha. So I found the information I needed to find. So to give you, alright. Exercises are broken down into what we call intensity categories and corresponding RPE ratings. And what RPE stands for is rating perceived exertion. And yes, I am still working on adding that into my memory banks. But rating perceived exertion. And normally I would say that my exertion that I do, depending on, now I'm not always doing high intensity, but if I had to give it to you as far as like a percentage, I would say at least 60 to 65% of the time I am in the anaerobic interval, and that's a 7 to 10 RPE rating, which is very hard. It's very hard, and most of the time during that type of RPE phase, it really is a that's it moment. Because really it's very hard. That's it. Very hard to. That's it. Well, hold on. I take that back. I take that back. I'll say aerobic. Aerobic interval maybe 60% of the time, which is between 5 to 6 on a RPE rating, and that's hard to very hard. Now, depending on how intense I want to take it above that, because I pretty much won't deviate between that 5 to 6 range, because it don't really worry about. I'm not really worried about the weight that I'm moving. It's how I'm moving it with my supersets, you know, breaks and rests and so on and so forth. So normally I would say 65. I would say 60% of the time I'm running between 5 to 6 on the RPE rating scale, and the 7 through 10 anaerobic interval. So I'm gonna be dabbling with RPEs more. You will hear me talk about that more. I don't know why I can't, man. Y'all, I can't talk today. All right, so we're gonna pop in on the next thing. All right, so if you don't feel like you have a good understanding for some of the people that want to utilize this information, just let me know and we can go back over it again at a future date. But we broke that down, and let's take it a step further. And I got this bookmarked here, so we're gonna keep up with this. But let's go back to Google real quick. Let me and aerobic. Okay, so anaerobic. So let's break down what anaerobic is. So anaerobic, relating to, involving, or requiring an absence of free oxygen, what we just read there. Okay, relating to or denoting exercise that does not improve the efficiency of the body's cardiovascular system in absorbing and transporting oxygen. All right, so that's the different. That's gonna be your anaerobic portion of exercising. Relating to or denoting exercises that does not improve the efficiency of the body's cardiovascular system in absorbing and transporting oxygen. So anaerobic exercises require short, sudden bursts of energy. All right. So there we go. Boom. You see how we just matched that up there? That's how we did that. All right. So back onto the other thing here. We're gonna move on to anaerobic lactic glycolytic energy system, high to medium intensity, up tempo. So, all right, that's a good one too. We're gonna read into this one. Because I do a little bit of this too. Because when you do a lot of, I wanna look up one more thing too. I just got an idea of something. I wanna look up one more thing too. But I'm gonna write down. I'm telling you, we're gonna be delving, man. We're gonna be. It's so loud. Now y'all are all right. They quiet. Now y'all been loud, shoot. Anyways, so I broke down lactic, because man, this is beautiful, because I really wanted to get in here and get these studies going with y'all YouTube, huh? And man, make sure you go, man. Shout out to my boy Rashad Jamal, man. You know, through him and meditating and stuff, I was able to shout out to Rashad Jamal, man. Free my guy, for real. But you know that shout out to him on the fact of, just reflections, really how he really broke that down, you know. And he's one of the reasons why I use that in my name today. So man, if he just in the future runs across this video, I want him to know that, man. But anyways, I'm gonna get into writing this stuff down, and we're gonna continue, man. But man, y'all are really my reflections. So By that being said, man, I gotta make sure I'm taking care of y'all. You feel me? All right. Anyways, man. So we're gonna get into the next one. The anaerobic lactic system, also known as fast glycolysis, provides a energy for medium to high intensity bursts of activity that last from 10 seconds to a max of approximately 90 seconds. The ability to sustain this energy system is commonly viewed as an important athletic attribute in team sports such as basketball, hockey, ringette, and soccer, where shifts or transitions are part of the game. Individual sports that consist of rallies or routines such as tennis, figure skating, gymnastics, and skiing utilize this system. Finally, there are several events within particular sports that rely almost exclusively on this energy system, such as rowing, 500 meter, and middle distance runners, 400 meters to 800 meters. The anaerobic lactic system does not require oxygen. However, whereas the ATP, creatine phosphate, all right, because ATP, we know it stands for adenosine triphosphate. All right, so the ATP CP system will only produce energy for 10 seconds. Fast glycolysis can work at a capacity for much longer. As a result, waste products such as lactic acid accumulate in the blood and in the muscle cells. The burning sensation in the muscles, shortness of breath, and fatigue are all symptoms of lactic acid buildup and thus impacts the athlete's ability to perform. Focusing on this energy system during training can reduce the amount of lactic acid that builds up and prolongs the ability to utilize this energy system, which results in a higher tempo and intensity. And that's good. That's what you want to do because you want, in my opinion, you want to have a balance, especially if you want to take fitness and wellness seriously. You want to have a balance because of the fact that that lactic acid does build up. Because what did it say? As a result, waste products such as lactic acid. All right. So let's look up. Let's look up. Let's look up lactic acid. All right. Let's look that up. All right. So lactic acid is a chemical your body produces when your cells break down carbohydrates for energy. Okay. So we're putting in the fuel. All right. Those carbs break down into energy. You might see it referred to as lactate. Most muscle cells and red blood cells make the most lactic acid, but it can come from any tissue in your body. Most people think of lactic acid in their muscles during a tough workout. So for the people out there that's doing mainly a lot of high intensity weight training, and depending on what you're putting into your body, you're gonna have a large you're gonna have a lot of lactic acid build up in your muscles. All right. We're gonna see burning, rapid breathing, nausea, stomach pain. If you have experienced these, yep. I mean, all right. So what? Let's look it up and see. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, too much lactic acid is bad for you. It's not good for you. All right. So you want to kind of have a balance. I recommend that, and the only reason why I recommend that is because I practice what I preach. And apologies for the Facebook symbol that's just being thrown up there. Because if I take my page down here that I got up, I don't know why I got to get rid of these pop-ups. But if I take it down, you'll see that I got the 3 energy systems. Hey, if you're vibing with the content, leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're almost done. I promise you. Okay, so all right, so we know what's up with the lactic acid, okay? And with that type of information, stick around we're going to break it down more as we continue to put out this content and make this content, okay? So, last but not least, number 3, we got aerobic energy system, low intensity, long duration endurance. The aerobic system provides energy for low to medium intensity. And you want to know the reason why? It's because aerobic requires you to use more oxygen. We're going to get into it. All right. The aerobic system provides energy for low to medium intensity activities that last anywhere from 2 minutes to a few hours. Any sport that has repeated shifts, rallies, events, or sustained exercise, such as long distance swimming, crew, and cross country runners. I just threw that in there. But long distance swimming, crew, rowing, and kayaking rely on aerobic system. Unlike the other two systems, the aerobic system requires oxygen and takes longer to overload and fatigue the system. So that's the reason why it's important to add in a balance. Because, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm probably gonna end up building me a workout around using a Bosu ball just so I can practice more and train more. That's the reason why we train on the aerobic energy system. You can really so once you really start to really break this information down, man, you will know how to go into the gym and perform. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Thank you. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Let me get that changed around. Where the color at? Oh, right here. Oh, okay. So I just made it black. All right, that's fine. That works then. But will y'all be able to see it? Because I had it. Okay, so y'all won't be able to see it up there. But I can change it back. All right, so 3 energy systems of the body. Okay, where was I going with where I was going? So basically what I'm saying is, okay, I'm gonna go into the. What's up, Pooh? What you got going on, man? Not you, Uzi. Okay, so training this energy. Okay, so unlike the other two systems, the aerobic system requires oxygen and takes longer to overload and fatigue the system, and that's good. I'm thinking about actually making some. I'm actually thinking about taking a Bosu ball and doing some training with that. And because that's what training is, it's practice, man, to get you better, to get you right. And like I said, I believe in a balance, because if you go back and watch my stream from yesterday, I stated, well, was he on yesterday's stream? It might have been on the stream that was taken down, but I stated that I'm losing my train of thought here. But I stated that there was a lot of things that I didn't know before that I know now when it comes down to fitness. So with that being said, I'm implementing all these different things, aerobic, and because you don't really know what you like until you try it. You know what I mean? And a lot of the different things that I have tried through the course of what I do, it's all about evolving and getting better and not just staying stagnant in the same position. Like when I did the sumo lifts today, I don't traditionally do sumo deadlifts, but I know that by engaging in that different variation, it's not going to do anything but help me with the next variation and so on and so forth. All right, so let's continue on. Training this system enhances the body's ability to utilize oxygen, as I stated before, because aerobic is here, Pooh. Come on. Man, it's okay. It's okay, Pooh. It's okay, man. Just calm down, okay? Man, I hope y'all can hear him. He's literally like, Man, take your thing. I don't like care, man. You being coming up here and being sassy. Tell on. What? Shoot. Talking about some Like, kid. Got all that. You coming up and spazzing out about a Marvel's. Man, Knuckles don't starve. He'll eat. He don't starve. All right, so let me finish what I got going on. You got that, Pooh? Are you done? Man, here, come on, man. All right, so anyways, let's go ahead and get ready to wrap up our study time for the night. Okay, so training this system enhances the body's ability to utilize oxygen and allows an athlete to prolong the ability to sustain higher intensities during tiring and cramping out. Summary. Pooh, I'm trying to read, man. Okay, summary. At any given time, each system is contributing ATP for exercise energy. Okay, so let me continue reading before I interject. So I'm going to start over. At any given time, each system is contributing ATP for exercise energy. However, the contribution of each system varies on the intensity and duration of the activity. Excuse me, guys. I know I'm reading this. My 2-year-old, this is what he wants to do while we working right now. But that's fine. We're going to roll through it. However, the contribution of each system varies on the intensity and duration of the activity. So, that was what I stated before. Now, I was a little wrong because it's saying here each system is contributing ATP. But, however, the contribution of each system varies on intensity. So, I want to say they do work all at the same time. It's just depending on your level of intensity on which system is giving you what. All right. So the chart below summarizes the average energy system contribution during the different sports. All right, in which they don't have a chart, but I'm gonna find a chart. I end up finding a chart. I believe they did have one online at some point. Let me see here. 3 energy systems. Because if I'm not mistaken, let me see if they got a chart. I'm going to just type in chart, see if they got it. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this chart is saying. Can I blow that up? How the body uses energy. So, man, this is all dope. This is all dope material, for real, because, like, this was, so I'm finishing my workout, right, a couple of days ago, and I'm literally just like, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, man, I really want to push past my limitations, like, you know, what's stopping me, like, you know what I'm saying? Then I started tapping into energy, and that's when a light bulb went off in my head when I done my stream yesterday. I was like, all right, that's a perfect thing for me to start my studies off with, especially on YouTube, is let me start off with the energy systems. I literally just spoke about this, right? Being in the gym, I literally just spoke about this, and then boom, here we are, all right, and we're talking about the energy systems of the body. That's the beautiful thing. So we see the red chart. We see the red line here. That's for your immediate. So that's gonna be for your let's go back. Well, that's gonna be back. That's gonna be for your first process. No big deal. I got it. Bookmark. No big deal. Okay, so that's gonna go for your anaerobic, lactic, ATP, and CP energy system, because they spoke about how, you know, that's going to be your short burst, high intensity workout. Okay. All right. So that's what that red line is there. And then you got your short term, which is going to be the next. All right. That's going to be number 2 here. All right, that's what that's gonna be. So I already do a little bit of 1 and 2. Technically, I do 3 because your cardio is gonna be that's gonna be aerobic. That's gonna fall, but you can do some short burst stuff with your cardio too. But your cardio is gonna be aerobic because that's all running is breathing. That's all it is breathing. I was doing 1.5 miles on a treadmill. I almost ran a whole mile, and I was just breathing. So I ran. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. Let's see here. So let's move on to the last one, and we see where so we see here with the yellow one, right, how it kind of just dips. Still that energy is being prolonged to a degree, but then it kind of just fizzles off. With that long term, we can keep going with that. We can keep going with that, and will all these things together will make you better. Because I've noticed just by having my cardio better alone, man, I'm able to come through here and wrestle with the boys, and box and go crazy with them and do it for long periods of time because they love it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a brief example of just what these energy systems and learning about it has done for me so far. And we're going to see where it continues to go. And for the record, I want that for all of you guys too. I want that for all of you guys too. So what we're gonna understand here too is that we're gonna continue to go over this information. We're gonna continue to break down this information too. There is one more thing I wanted to break down before in the stream today, and that was the lactic. That was the I'm trying to see what the lactic. Okay, so of a short duration anaerobic activity does not produce lactic acid. That's okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so let me I'm gonna get all this information down. I got it written down. And so let's do this for the next video. Let's go over. Let's go more. Let's do a more in-depth breakdown of creatine phosphate. All right, because this is good, man. This is good because this is what we want here, man. This is what we want. So I'm already making my notes for next video. So we're gonna break down creatine and creatine phosphate and lactic acid. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do for the next stream. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over a breakdown of creatine phosphate, and we're gonna go over a breakdown of lactic acid. We just went over the breakdown of the 3 energy systems, and I will go back to my chart over here. Did I mess my chart up? Let me see. Lactic acid. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Yeah, there's the chart. I'm going to get the chart pulled back up so y'all can see it. So this is the chart here. And as you can see, throughout the different types of energy system. And long story short, it's all based on how you work out. It's all based on how you work out. Me, I do a mixture. I'm going to work on doing a mixture of all 3, which I do already do a mixture of all 3. But with the aerobic side of things, I'm going to start actually doing a little bit more on that side too. Because this is the way I train. Everybody won't train the same way as me because everyone isn't going for the same goals. But with me, I take it serious. I take it to a whole nother level because this is what I do. This is my job. And so go to my Facebook page. Check out Reflections Fitness. All right, check that out. Check out what we got going on over there. I'm always posting content. Check out my TikTok as well. I'm gonna have that up. Supreme. That's actually Supreme Insight 999. So check that out. And thank y'all for tuning in today. And uh, you know, thanks for tuning in as we went over this study together. And when it comes time to taking my exam and when I pass it, you know, hey man, it was thanks to y'all for being in here and helping me, you know, push myself to get this done because we can go over this together. And like I said in the last stream, all of this information, okay, you can go and find. What did I just do? I went to Google and pulled all this stuff up. Now, I do have this information as well, personally, and which I don't have to go to Google. But in order to perfect my craft and get better, I gotta keep doing this and keep. That's the reason why we're gonna have the breakdown of creatine, phosphate, and lactic acid on the next stream. But where I was going with this is you can find this information yourself. You can go online and figure out all this information yourself. Hey, Duke, you being a little loud. So you can definitely get this information yourself. But for some of the ones to where it just falls through the cracks on you, I got you. All right, Michael Mann got you. All right, and I'm wrapping up. I'm wrapping up my studies for the day. So if anybody has any questions or anything, the floor is open. I'll wait about 5 minutes or so to see if somebody has a question or not. And if it's something that I don't know, look at what we got. The World Wide Web. All right, we got the World Wide Web, and we can definitely go there to figure out anything that we want to figure out. Let's not be ignorant here, and don't take me saying ignorant for me like talking down on someone. That's not the case. Let's just, if we know better, let's do better. That's it. I hold myself accountable, so I'm gonna hold you guys accountable as well. I'm gonna hold you guys accountable as well, man. Accountability in this field, if you want to take it serious, accountability is key. You gotta hold yourself accountable. You gotta definitely lock in the right discipline. And I'm telling you, if you keep that mindset, you'll go far with it in your fitness and wellness journey. Because, like I stated with my stream yesterday, that was something that was real big to me going in. I was literally telling my wife, I was like, listen, I want to make this investment in getting the certification. I already know a lot of the information, but there's also room for improvement. And I won't stop improving. I won't stop improving to not only catapult myself to a new level, but help someone else attain that as well. So that's where we're at with that. This has been Michael Mann with Supreme Insight. Make sure you go and you check out the Facebook page down below there on the screen. Reflections Fitness. This was the 3 energy systems of the body that we went over today. And look at how I did the text in there. Why didn't nobody tell me that I didn't put a space in between the body? Huh? Anyways, man, but as long as y'all got the message, man, and y'all, I got something to say. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the ability to do this because making content is fun for me. And I'm going to be doing some gaming content soon. For my gamers that used to watch my gaming content, I got y'all. All right? I got y'all. Matter of fact, you know what? I got y'all real soon. I've already been playing this game, but I'm going to pop up on a stream and do it. I'm going to pop up on a stream and do it. Because I'm still a kid at heart. I'm still going to get my... That's the reason why I do what I do in the gym, man. Because I'm a kid at heart. I go in there and I have fun, man. Because it's a big playground for me. It's a big playground for me, bro. Anyways, that's it. But if you have any questions, feel free to DM me on my fitness page, or you can definitely comment on the video below. Thank you guys. This has been Michael Mann with Supreme Insight, and we're out, man. We're out. Thank y'all so much for